Hi, it's Psychic Cynthia here, and welcome. Let me ask you something. Do you really enjoy spending time out in nature or being with plants? Do you enjoy animals? Maybe you like to be around cats or dogs or horses, or who knows, maybe reptiles are your things, or bunnies or rats. Maybe you love birds like I do. Um, what about crystals? Do you Do you really feel that deep love, that calling, that stirring when you're outside by the trees, by the flowers, at the ocean? Maybe for some of you it's the desert, the mountains. And let me ask you this, do you sometimes prefer the company of animals, plants, or crystals to humans? Do you need to be away from humans for a while frequently? Do you frequently need to be around just your animals or just your crystals or just your plants or just a tree, just the ocean, the mountains? Is that you? You may be an incarnated fae, an incarnated fairy, or also I would say Lemurian, because the fairies are connected to Lemuria. You may be more than just a human soul. Actually, I think we all are. We all probably came here from other dimensions and other planets and other stars and other places originally a long time ago. Um, but some of us are operating on a different wavelength. Some of us are, you could say, reincarnated fairies or earth angels. Lemurians come again. And if this is you, then you'll know you'll have a calling in your heart. You will be different. You will be able to sense the connection with the stars. I didn't mention that. The stars is one of the things too. Lemurians and fairy people, some of us feel the stars and we can feel that they are alive. Just as we also can feel the trees and we can hear them. And we can hear the messages in the wind and in the bird song. And yes, often plants talk to us. Now, you may have a stronger pull towards one or more of these different experiences that I've mentioned. In other words, you may be, more of an animal person, or more of a plant person, or more of a sky person, more of a crystal person, more of an ocean person, or a desert person. But are you more in tune with the natural world? I should say the non-human natural world. We're part of nature too, but if so, again, I think you might be an incarnated Lemurian, a fairy, a fae. And if so, just know that this means that part of your mission here, your reason for being, is to honor and love Gaia and to guard over the earth and her creatures. And this is where you're going to get a great joy and a great energy from. And you need to make time for that in your life. I mean, this doesn't mean you have to become an environmental activist or anything like that, although you might. Or maybe you'll choose to work with animals as your main living, or to make herbal co-creations with nature, to grow flowers or make teas or things of that like. Or maybe you're going to surf and live on the ocean and play with the mermaids, and the sprites and the water spirits, or live down by the water or live out by the mountains. But it's very important, if you are a Lemurian come again, a fairy, a fae, it's very important that you have your time in nature, in the components of nature that you connect with, that you're here to interact with, to guard over, because these are your family too. If this is the case, if you are incarnated fae, incarnated fairy, reincarnated Lemurian, you'll know what I mean when I say that. You'll have family. You'll have that bond with animals, with birds, cats, dogs, horses. squirrels, dolphins, or whatever creatures are there in your vicinity. Or you'll have that bond with even rocks or crystals or sand, trees of all kinds, the mountains, the hills themselves, the rivers, the sky, the stars. They will speak to you. And it's important that you do sit with them and let them speak to you and you speak with them. Because again, if you're an incarnated Lemurian or a fae, a fairy, a nature energy, you need that for your own energy. You need that to stay true to who you are, to stay energized, to stay inspired. There's part of your electrical magnetic system that needs it even more than most humans. And all humans do need some, what I would call etheric energy, which you can definitely get by being out in nature. But if you're a reincarnated Lemurian, if you're an incarnated fae or fairy, an earth angel, you are part of nature. You not only need it to build your energy, you need it to return to yourself, to who you are, and to remember your original mission, your objective, to guard over and to protect the earth. You do that simply by aligning with her and her creatures, and also the sky, the Father Sky. And they will tell you, nature will tell you, it will lead you as to what you can do to be a better earth guardian. But first, you have to acknowledge that you are an earth guardian, that you are an earth angel, that you are a Lemurian come again, that you are a fairy and a fae, and let them know you're showing up for duty, that you're here to do whatever joyful, creative work they call you to do, because the fairies and the faes, they are joyful, they are creative, they are expressive, they are beautiful in many different ways. Sometimes they are mysterious and dark and elusive, but yes, they hold a beautiful energy, and they've been coming back more. We've been coming back more. We've been, some of us have been asleep. Some of you maybe just woke up to the fact recently that you are a Lemurian, that you are a fairy, a fae in a human body. Especially with the movement of Uranus through Taurus since, was it May 2018? And Uranus is going to leave Taurus in late April 2026. So it's been about 8 years, I think, if I'm doing my math right. Yeah, I think I am. And for these last few years, Uranus, the spiritual awakener, that higher consciousness, has been moving through the very earthy sign of Taurus, and the land has been reawakening. And of course, we've seen some crazy weather during this time, and nature is speaking, but nature is also coming back awake. And the people who are here to help Gaia, to send the loving energies, we too have been reawakening for these last 8 years in larger numbers than ever before in a long time, at least. So wake up, Lemurians. Wake up, earth angels, earth guardians. It's our time to come back again. Come back and dance among the fae, lay upon the rocks, breathe in the fresh air, gaze at the sky. Come back home to your wild being. Bright blessings.